Welcome to this episode. But before we proceed, let me ask you these few questions. Do you know why Ghana is built on democracy and the reason why multi-party system is practiced today instead of one-party system orchestrated by Dr. Kwame Nkrumah? Well, do you know why the military regime of J.J. Rawlings was annulled and forced to transition to the Fourth Democratic Republic that we enjoy today? Well, what if I tell you it is the effort being triggered by the founding fathers of the New Patriotic Party? Hold on. Just watch to the end and you get to comprehend my submission. Anyway, if you care to know, my name is Michael Mensa McQueen. Let's begin. First, let's get down to history and find out how it all began. Let's discuss about the UGCC and the Danquah-Busia-Dombo tradition. There you get to understand my point. Now, the NPP's founding fathers traced their political lineage not to Ghana's first president, Kwame Nkrumah, but to the United Gold Coast Convention, which was known as UGCC, founded in 1947. The UGCC was led by the country's first generation of educated elites, most notably Dr. J.B. Danquah. The UGCC's motto was self-governance within the shortest possible time, and it advocated for independence through gradual constitutional reform. The key founding fathers or the key founding figures were J.B. Danquah, Edward Akufo-Addo, which is the father of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, William Ofori-Atta, popularly known as Pawili, Obi Chebi Lamte, and other mighty patriots. They were collectively known as the Big Six, which were the founding fathers of Ghana. They were arrested by the British after the 1948 riot. In 1949, Kwame Nkrumah, then the UGCC's General Secretary, broke away to form the radical mass-based Convention People's Party with the slogan, self-governance now. This created a fundamental divide in Ghanaian politics. The Nkrumahist tradition, which was based on socialist, Pan-Africanist, and centralist, versus the Danquah-Busia tradition, which also focused on liberal, democratic, or property owning, or pro-business. Who was Kofi Abrifa-Busia? He was a sociologist and politician. He emerged as the leader of this tradition. His United Party, UP, was the umbrella for all these opposition groups against Nkrumah. After Nkrumah's overthrow in 1966, Busia returned and his Progress Party won the democratic elections of 1969, making him the prime minister. This was the first victory of the tradition. However, his government was ousted in a military coup in 1972 by Colonel Ike Echampo, forcing key figures back into exile or political wilderness. The Dombo wing and the third force. The tradition also included Simon Diedong Dombo, a powerful political figure from the northern region. The Dombo wing represented a crucial northern constituency. Throughout the 1970s, the group faced severe persecution under military rule, the National Redemption Council, and later the Champon region. The formative struggle, the most direct and difficult period that forged modern NPP, was under the Provisional National Defense Council (PNDC) of Flight Lieutenant General John Rawlings. From 1981 to 1992, they consciously adopted the symbols of UGCC, which is the elephant as its symbol and the red, white, and blue colors. Their core principles were explicitly derived from Danquah and Busia: individual freedom, human rights, rule of law, property owning democracy, and the market economy. The 1992 election. Professor Edu Boahen of NPP contested but lost bitterly to Rawlings of National Democratic Congress, alleging electoral malpractice. They boycotted the parliamentary polls, a decision that remains controversial. Now, the journey to power. The founding fathers' journey culminated in democratic victory. In 1996, J.A. Kufuor of NPP also lost the general elections victory to General John Rawlings. In 2000, after internal primaries, John Ajekun Kufuor became the flag bearer in a historic runoff, Kufuor defeated Rawlings vice president, by then John Atta Mills. This was the first peaceful democratic transfer of power in Ghana's history, vindicating the founders' decades-long struggle. Kufuor served 2 terms from 2001 to 2008. In 2016, after 2 losses in 2008 and 2012 to JEA Mills and John Dramani Mahama respectively, the party, under the leadership of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, a founding member and son of the Big Six, won again, reinforcing the tradition's endurance. This is the legacy and the significance. The journey of the NPP's founding fathers is essentially the history of Ghana's primary liberal democratic opposition. Their path was marked by intellectual opposition to Nkrumah's one-party state. 2. Persecution and exile under multi-party military regimes. 3. Ideological cohesion around liberal democracy and free enterprise. 4. Strategic reorganization to transition from a tradition into a modern election-winning political party. This is the legacy the founding fathers of NPP fought to keep, that we cherish today. God bless New Patriotic Party. God bless our homeland Ghana, and make our nation great and strong. Thank you for your time. My name is Michael Mensah Makwe. See you in the next episode. Bye.